Hello, everybody, it's Tim here again. Here another movie review. This time for the remake of The Color Purple, and not The Color Purple. Now, this movie is really not so much a remake as it really is just another adaptation of the book. Now, as in my other Color Purple review, I'll be 100% honest. I have not read this book. I really don't know anything about the book or how close either of these versions are to the book, except for what I've read online, like IMDb trivia and stuff. But just to focus on the first film, The Color Purple, I give it a 4 out of 4. I thought it was awesome. This remake got incredibly mixed reviews. Overall, as a film, how do I feel about it? I give it a low 2 stars. I thought it was passable one-off watch. It would be like a rental in terms of like rental, matinee, full price, whatever. This would easily be a rental. The acting in the film is fine. Nobody comes close here to the on-screen charismas the cast from the original. Making this a musical, like I don't know if Color Purple was like a popular musical or something like that on Broadway or something or whatever. I have no idea. But making this a musical was always really weird to me after seeing that original film, because the original film was a very dark film in terms of subject matter. Even though it felt a little Disney-fied at times with how Steven Spielberg made it, it still worked for me. So trying to make this into a musical automatically feels weird to me, but for the most part, I'd say it succeeds. The songs in it, the singing is good. The songs, for the most part, they're good. But the biggest problem with this movie is it really doesn't offer anything, and you have lesser charismatic actors, like the dude who plays the abusive husband in this. It's not Danny Glover, so he doesn't have the charisma of Danny Glover. The chick who plays Whoopi Goldberg's role, she's good, she's fine in this, but she doesn't have the charisma of Whoopi Goldberg. And Whoopi Goldberg actually pops up in a cameo at the beginning of this as like the midwife who helps deliver the baby. And she looks good here. Like in my last video where I reviewed The Color Purple, I mentioned about how Whoopi Goldberg looks now today and how she used to look good when she was younger. Seeing her here, she looks better. She's gotten herself in better shape. She looked good here at the beginning of this movie to me. Yeah, but overall, this is easily a low 2 star film just because of the fact that it offers nothing. Even if you just take it as just another adaptation of the book, in your mind when you watch it, you're still not going to be able to help but to compare it directly to the other version. And it just doesn't add anything new. There's just nothing here new. It's the same exact movie with lesser charismatic actors who have less on-screen screen presence. And just really, that's it. There's no new alleyways or anything taken here. It's just that. David Allen Greer is here. I believe it's David Allen Greer is here as like a preacher or whatever. And he talks about forgiveness and all that towards the end of the movie. About forgiving, basically saying that you should forgive the man for their mistakes in the movie and all that. Like the asshole dude who was originally played by Danny Glover in the original, who's like the husband or whatever in this. But at the same time, it does seem like she forgives him by the end of the movie, or at least is more okay with him, has learned to forgive him. And I don't really buy that. I mean, this dude basically tried to like rape her sister and beat the shit out of you for years. I don't buy that. In the original movie, they kind of gave a little bit of arc to Danny Glover's character toward the end. He was like looking off in the distance, like he was proud of Whoopi Goldberg's character for finally like standing up for herself and everything, getting her family back. Like he was happy for her. Here they take it a bit too far for me, where she's like hanging out, where he's like hanging out with the chick at the end, and it's like she's like, is completely comfortable with him being around. I don't really buy that. Overall, this film just adds nothing new. Like, even if you're automatically going to be compared to the other movie, even if you're just trying to do your own adaptation. So, you need to bring something new with the material, and there's just nothing new brought here. So, it's just, this movie's just kind of there. The lesbian, like, romance subplot or whatever, that was just kind of like briefly hinted at in the original one with just the kiss. There's more done with it here, but it doesn't really add anything. It still just kind of disappears by the time you get to the third act. So really, if this is what it was in the book, then Spielberg was probably right to just excise it, because it really adds nothing. So overall, this is a low 2 star film. It's passable, one-off watch. I would never watch this again. The original, I would watch again. It is an awesome movie, but because it's darker, more disturbing subject matter, it's not something you want to watch all the time. But I'd watch that again easily before I would see this again. So overall, a low 2 star film, forgettable. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.